Dafuqboom gave us a few more messages. For example, he subscribed to a Twitter account called Keep Fighting. This can only mean one thing, that we are doing everything right, and that Dafuqboom doesn't like everything that is currently happening around Skibidi Toilet. That's not his only response. After a while, he also subscribed to Valve, the company that owns all the models from Skibidi Toilet and, in general, all the software used to create animations for the episodes. I think you already get the hint, but if not, I'll explain a little later. As we know, Dafuqboom is a master of hidden details, and if you follow the series closely, it becomes clear that throughout the plot, Dafuq regularly leaves the viewer with hidden hints and details that are not always immediately obvious, but over time begin to form a single picture. These elements are not accidental, as they prepare us in advance for future events and new threats. One such moment was shown in the third part of the 70th episode. It is there that the secret agent actually warns viewers of the impending danger. At first glance, this fragment may not seem very significant, but upon closer analysis, it becomes clear that it carries much greater meaning. I have discovered a certain connection that suggests that this moment is a hint at the Invis company, a problem that currently looks much more dangerous than any of the problems Dafuq has faced before. And this is just one example of many in this video. Let's get as many likes as possible. It really helps promote the video. And I would be very happy if we could get 100,000 viewers on the channel before the new year. Thank you. The secret agent, that is, Dafuqboom, directly states that the Alliance is facing a new threat. This moment looks like a normal continuation of the plot, but if you look deeper, it unexpectedly begins to resonate with the current situation around Invis and Skibidi Toilets in the real story of Dafuq himself. If earlier in the series, the main problem was Skibidi Toilets, then in real life, a similar threat to Dafuq became the so-called Telegram Mafia. People who massively boycotted episodes tried to take away the rights to the series and effectively put the author under control. At that moment, it seemed that the situation had reached its limit, that it simply couldn't get any worse, and that this was the maximum level of pressure he could face. However, then Astro Toilets appear in the series, which turn out to be an order of magnitude more dangerous than the previous threat. They almost completely destroy the Alliance, leaving it with minimal chances of salvation. And by a strange coincidence, Dafuq himself finds himself in an almost mirror image situation. Invis gradually takes complete control of the channel. From 2024, he is not paid a cent, is given unrealistic deadlines, has his freedom of speech severely restricted, and is essentially removed from key decisions. It gets to the point where Dafuq no longer participates in creating the plot for episodes of his own series. Strange as it may seem, if you delve deeper into this whole situation, you can really see a certain connection. Therefore, I want to believe that a similar scenario will work in Dafuq's real life. That is, there will be an absolute victory. Here's another telling analogy related to the company. Just remember the moment in episode 64 when the word trap appears on the wall for just a second. As we learned in a later episode, G-Man deliberately led the Titans into a pre-prepared trap in order to ultimately destroy them. And the most striking thing is that in real life, Dafuq experienced almost the same story. The contract with the company was signed only in episode 66, while we saw the word trap in episode 64. That is, literally a couple of episodes after this hidden warning, Dafuq himself finds himself in a trap, just like the characters in his own series. And as we know at this point, Invis deliberately lured Dafuq with their favorable terms at first, and then began to sharply restrict him from his own series. Dafuqboom can also be drawn through another strong and symbolic parallel, comparing him to a half-destroyed Titan. A good example is the Cameraman Titan. After a brutal attack in episode 65, he still goes into battle, despite serious physical limitations and the obvious superiority of the enemy. He does not retreat or give up, even though he knows he is not in the best shape. Moreover, he finds a clever way to repair his arm with a saw, and without hesitation, engages in battle with a stronger enemy, because retreat is no longer an option, and he must fight to the end. If we now apply this image to Dafuq himself, we can see how accurate this analogy is. In 2024, and especially now, he finds himself in the same struggle. Despite pressure, restrictions, and extremely difficult circumstances, he continues to stand up for justice. He tries to hint to viewers about the real state of affairs, cautiously showing how complicated and difficult the situation has become. Dafuq is fighting not only for himself, but also for his audience, for honesty, and for the right to his own creativity. And, most importantly, he does not give up. Even in a vulnerable position, he is ready to go all the way and do everything possible to get back what rightfully belongs to him. The next major message from the secret agent was shown in episode 66. At the moment when one of the cameraman's tablets was hacked, we were shown an image that still raises many questions. On the screen, we saw the bodies of Titan Cameraman and Titan Speakerman, who appeared to be dead. G-Man and Skibidi the scientist stood over them, which only added to the eeriness of the scene. It's still unclear why the secret agent showed this particular photo and what meaning he wanted to convey with it, but there are a few theories. Perhaps the secret agent deliberately used this image as a way to provoke the agents. By showing them such a harsh and frightening picture, he could count on them to act faster and get to their shelter more quickly. This seems logical, considering that just a few minutes later, Skibidi the scientist appears on the battlefield with his squad, and any delay could have led to even more serious consequences. Also, before watching, we noticed green glitches that indicate the intervention of a secret agent. Dafuq himself previously noted that it is too early for viewers to know the whole truth and that this secret will be revealed later. Nevertheless, we can take a chance and make an assumption. Perhaps Skibidi the scientist and G-Man did indeed manage to capture the Titans for a while. In that case, the secret agent could have sent this photo to the Alliance's tablets as a warning. It should not be forgotten that the inscriptions on the tablet were written in the Skibidi language, which means that the secret agent may not have had complete information and may not have known that the Titans had actually survived. He may have assumed that the threat was real and tried to warn the others as quickly as possible. Let's recall the words of Camerawoman from episode 79. In them, we can clearly hear that she blames herself for everything that happened, insisting that it is entirely her fault. Unfortunately, Dafuq himself experiences a similar feeling. He makes this clear to us through the lyrics of his favorite songs, one of which says that he blames himself for everything and did not want things to turn out this way. But what is especially difficult is that we cannot fully understand what is in his heart and what is hidden deep inside. Dafuq has long been criticized and hated for the low quality of his episodes, and all this has left its mark. It seems that behind his outward resilience lies an inner struggle that he is forced to wage alone. And the last, most striking, and perhaps most intriguing hint from Secret Agent has been with us for quite some time. We are talking about the appearance of the PC Man race. In episode 74, this moment was shown particularly clearly. For a split second, we are shown the silhouette of an agent whose appearance is strikingly reminiscent of PC Man. If we take a look at the technology used in Secret Agent as a whole, this theory begins to look even more convincing. Just remember the cameraman's remote control, a device capable of hacking into any door. The energy it uses has a characteristic green color, which has long been associated with hacking, codes, and digital interference. The secret agent's office deserves special attention. There, the emphasis is on the computer, which is shown in close-up, while the TV, speaker, and camera are on the side and play a secondary role. This framing is clearly not accidental and seems to emphasize the importance of computer technology in future plot developments. Based on this, we can assume that the appearance of PC Man is only a matter of time. Most likely, this character will have the ability to hack and interfere with enemy technology. For example, if a particularly high-tech Astro Toilet appears on the battlefield, PC Man can hack its system, causing it to start damaging itself. We have already seen a similar technique before. In episode 72, G-Man used a sphere to force the Astro to essentially destroy itself. If this parallel is indeed not coincidental, then PC Man could become one of the most dangerous and unexpected forces in the universe of the series. It is impossible not to mention another extremely strange and important point. In the scene where the secret agent hands the device to Lucky Cameraman, he directly states that he cannot eliminate the leader himself. Moreover, we are talking about an enemy who, first of all, is located on the secret agent's own territory, and secondly, has stolen his technology. According to the plot, this dialogue refers to Skibidi the scientist. And here, perhaps, the most important question arises. Why can't Dafuq, a character who clearly has a huge amount of advanced technology, access to powerful devices, and a whole team of assistants, simply clear the territory and take back what rightfully belongs to him. Perhaps the secret agent deliberately did not reveal all his cards to Skibidi the scientist. Considering that G-Man and the secret agent are apparently still working together, direct intervention could backfire on him. If the scientist managed to survive or escape, he would have a chance to study the secret agent's technology, understand how it works, and thus become an unnecessary but extremely dangerous link in this story. And here we see a similar situation with Alexei and the company. If we change all the names, we get a similar situation where the company took over the lab and stole the secret agent's technology. If everything goes according to plan, Valve can essentially protect Skibidi Toilet from Invis because everything Invis uses belongs to Valve in the first place, since all the character models and the editing program as a whole belong to Valve. I recommend subscribing to the channel and waiting for news in the near future, as it will be very exciting. The Super Cameraman was on the line. See you very soon. Merry Christmas. May Jesus Christ bless you. Bye, everyone.